9 times out of 10, your guy friends are going to have something in the back of their mind that's saying, one day, this girl is gonna be my girl. I'm already like a friendly person, so like I don't mind talking. I'm being like genuinely talking to you like, bro, but not even knowing you on this whole other timing. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's not like I'm doing it intentionally. I feel like that's just y'all like Delulu mind just saying like,
no, if you like talk to your ex and stuff, then I have a trust issue with you. I can't trust that person, obviously, because they was an ex. They probably still got intentions. Let's be real. If you still talking to your ex, you still got feelings.
Okay. When I go to the gym, I got 2 phones. Like one is like strictly business. And when I go to the gym, that's the phone I bring with me. That is a way of me setting a boundary. Because people are gonna pull on you constantly. So for me, I had to be intentional to carve out that time.
I know for me, like with old friends, I would be like, dang, I can't cancel on them because I know it's gonna be some passive aggression once I say no. Confrontation does not equal communication. You have to communicate, and that doesn't mean that you're being confrontational. That just means that you're over communicating and making it clear what the standard is.
We're constantly going through new seasons of healing. I remember when I first thought, like after I got saved, it was like, oh God, like free me from things like jealousy, learning how to forgive. And I was like, oh, I'm good now. And then the next season, God was like, no, we got about 50 things left.
Yeah.
Like
when you give someone 150, they didn't ask for that 50. You are only supposed to give 100. So now I'm resenting them for something that they possibly can't even do. Because who said that they have 100 to give?
Hey, what's good, y'all? It's your boy, Tre'Vion. I don't know why I said it that way, but welcome to the Growing Painz podcast, where we talk about business and the life of a young adult. Let's get it.
It's your girl, Yoni.
Oops.
Yeah. It's your girl,
Jada Wada.
We don't normally share mics, so I forget.
They can't hear you.
But but yeah, today we're doing a round table. Woo!
Let's go.
Not sharp, baby.
Okay, so y'all don't know the topic.
Wait, Shay should introduce themselves.
Hey.
Y'all like nobody is. As long as Trey said his name, he good.
Listen,
he good.
I was gonna get into the topic and then let them introduce themselves.
That's so backwards.
No, it's not.
That is kind of backwards. Like,
It's kind of backwards. Like, where's
This is why we're growing through our pain. Let's go.
Tariq, well, introduce yourself.
Look, you don't even got the mic prepared for us.
I know, exactly. Come on now, get it together.
Wow.
You on your time.
Yanni just cue me
Don't do
in.
that
Cue
now.
me in.
What it do, baby? It's your boy Reek, man. Tariq, y'all know what's up, man. Hey, listen, we out here. I'm excited. Excited to see what the topic is.
What do you do?
What do I do? Oh, y'all want to know what I do? Okay.
talk to us.
All right, so don't do that. I
didn't
have
even
problems with
say
this one
it.
right here.
That
This one
wasn't
gonna be a
even
problem.
me.
This one is a problem.
Wow,
yo.
he
So,
said
She
something.
didn't say anything.
You was smacking your teeth.
She did it.
Whatever.
He
Anyway.
won't smoke so bad. Come on, bro.
right.
Come on, man.
So, national news anchor, iHeartRadio, also journalist on Fatal Attraction on TV1, and youngest studio owner in Georgia.
For sure.
That's all.
Hey, man. What's up, you guys? It is your girl, Not Harmony. I'm really excited for this, really excited. And I am a creative director and an artist and a woman of God. Yeah. And right now, Echo Magazine is in the effect. It's going to be a really awesome Christian magazine. And then also I'm going to be the owner of Not Wine, which is a wine that is non-alcoholic. So get into it.
Non-alcoholic wine.
Yes.
What an alcoholic?
Why would I need alcohol? I get.
Yeah, they gonna have problems.
Like what? Why are you trying to promote that? Where's bro? Ain't you the youngest Georgia owner? Like you shouldn't even be drinking.
Mess my man whole title up.
I mean, hey, it's money in owning states. I take that. I claim that.
My resume isn't as extensive, right? My name.
Don't do
No, I'm just saying, you got the magazine, studio owner. You know what I'm saying? Hey, my name is Tre'Vion Lester. I am a motivational speaker. Speak to students all across the country, and I'm excited to be here, man. Thank y'all for having me.
Show. Let's get it. Yo. Okay, so can I finally get into it now?
Drum roll, please.
Jeez, let's get ready to rumble again. So today, the topic is about setting boundaries between friendships and relationships.
Oh, let's do it. All right, cool.
And relationships. So we're gonna get into y'all love life, see what y'all doing, who y'all working with. What y'all like, you know?
This is good.
We got this one. She like her Bible blickies.
Bible blickies. Bible
We
blickies.
got
with the
Jada. She
blick.
like her chocolate tall men with a beard. 'Cause you know
Morris
she's
chestnuts.
at least 7 foot, so she gotta
That's crazy.
get somebody taller.
Bye. Swinging the mic back for me.
Wow.
Anyways, but I guess to start it off, we want to know like what would y'all rate yourselves when it comes to like setting boundaries with friendships and relationships?
I'll start. I used to struggle real bad with like people pleasing. So as I got older and more mature, I learned to appreciate my peace a lot more.
Yes.
So like I'm in a season now where like my peace goes before anything. So it don't matter friends, relationships. I would say I'm probably at like an 8.7. I still got like some things to work on, but like
That's real.
setting boundaries in this season, I'm so focused on what the main thing is. It's not that hard for me.
Okay,
Yeah.
so like you're still pushing through, but like you've gotten far from where you are.
For sure.
now.
Yeah. A
Amen.
lot further from where I used to
Okay.
be.
Yeah, I actually have to completely agree with that. I'll put myself at like a 7.5, possibly going into 8. I think this season is honestly the season of me going, the boundaries has to be about me and not so much the person. And in my last season, it was like the person, like setting the boundaries on the person. But then it's like, no, it has to be about me because I love people. Like I love people. And so for me, I had to learn that the loving people turned into people pleasing. And then when it got to people pleasing, it turned into pain. And then it's like it was a blurred line to set boundaries because I'm doing this like naturally. And the other person, you know, somebody who takes advantage of people, they're not going to stop. They're not just going to be like, oh, I'm not going to not take advantage of her. No, they're going to keep going. And so it's like I would go to the point of pain. And that's when I started saying, well, I'm going to put a boundary on this person. But then now it's just messing up relationships and friendships. So then it went to, this has to be about me. And I think that's the season I'm in. So I would definitely say, yeah.
So, talking about boundaries, right? Okay.
No.
So-
What do you rate yourself?
Bro, you
Listen,
gave me the opportunity.
What do you rate yourself when it comes to boundaries in friendships and
Yeah.
relationships?
I would probably give it about a 7. You know, I think sometimes you got to know where to put people, you know, in certain situations and stuff. Like you got to know, okay, who's a friend, you know, okay, this is a friend. This is strictly a business relationship. And then this is, you know, other stuff or whatever. So I think sometimes you just have to just be selective and just know exactly where to place people in your life, you know, and sometimes you know, like, okay, I shouldn't let this person get so close. They need to be like at this distance. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they like bad vibes or something like that. But you
Yeah.
know, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Y'all kinda get what I'm saying? Yeah.
Real quick. If you're not subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Tap in.
Tap in, twin. Take a 5-second break and go subscribe.
Exactly. We got so much on our channel, y'all. We got blogs, we got challenges, we got silent library, we got everything. So what are you doing? Like,
are you
go
doing?
subscribe right
What
now.
are you doing?
Go stand on
subscribe.
business. Go stand on business.
Stand on business,
Let's get back
yeah.
into the episode.
You got to get to the point too where like you realize it's not personal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like me putting boundaries on people in this season has nothing to do, like you just said, the person itself. But it's like I'm so focused on what I need to get done for me that it's like it's laser sharp focus. So like let's, for example, if we're doing like a game night, as much as I would love to go out there, if I know I got to preach in the morning or do something that's going to enhance my business, the people pleasing in me would be like, oh, I'm gonna go do that, you know, so I can have a whole bunch of fun, make everybody else happy. But then I'm not able to operate at my highest level the next day. So it's kind of like, it's nothing personal, but just weighing out your options.
So were you people pleasing when you had came back when you left that one time?
Yes, I was. Yes, I was completely tired. And I was like, and y'all hit me and I was like, bro, everything in my
We
body
was
was
like,
like,
Savon,
go.
come back real quick. for this
100%.
game.
Yeah, 100%.
No,
Now, we
we
had a good
already
time though.
gone.
For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
We
I was
did-
in my
we was
car
about
and I
to
drove
win.
off down the block. And then I was like, all right, I guess I can come back. But that was 100% people pleasing.
No, I want to add to what you were saying because that's real, and I feel like that's good that you stand on your boundaries, knowing like, okay, like us having fun is cool, but I still got other stuff outside of that. Because when you tend to like, oh, this one time, or oh, like I'll just break this boundary this one time, that other person will get comfortable with you not standing on what you say. So now when you start standing on what you say, now the other person starts to be like, whoa, like you can tell the energy shift. And that's why boundaries are so important, because it builds a wall between somebody getting so comfortable with just using you, or somebody being so comfortable with just having all access to you, but it's like I still got stuff I gotta stand on too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely gotta stand on business. Even to what you said, Shaquille, I know for me, I'm a type of person, I like to give my all to everyone until I'm exhausted and now I'm feeling resentment and I'm just saying to myself, dang, I don't want to do this. Or I commit to something. You know how you commit to something and then when the time comes, now it's like, oh, I shouldn't have did it. Because now I be feeling like I don't feel like going out this Saturday that I committed to this person, but I said yes in a moment just because I didn't want to let this person down, or just because I wanted to show up for them, but maybe I don't want to show up for them much longer.
Honestly, I struggle with that because I think that's a mixture of pride for me, because I'll commit to something and I don't want to I love saying I'm a woman of my word.
Yeah.
So if I commit to something and I don't come through, it's not even about them at that point. Now I'm going, no, I got to do it because I'm a woman of my word and I don't go back on my word. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, it's a mixture of pride, honestly. But yeah, it's a tough battle.
Yeah, especially being the type of person where it's like, you like to overcommit. And overcommitting, that's something I'm learning right now too, is to not like just say yes in a moment or when you're feeling good. Because when that time come around, you done had a long day.
Not for sure.
It's like, ring check, please.
I don't know. It be my mind. I'd learned to just take time or tell people I'll get back to you. That's why with messages and stuff, don't send me no long message asking me to do something, because now that's going to take a couple days or maybe even a couple hours just for me to get my thought out, because I really need to take time, because I'm impulsive with saying yes to people. So I got to take that time to look back. All right, do I have some on my schedule? Is there a moment where I need a break so I can then be able to like take that moment for myself? Because if I don't, now I'm going to be at the event mad. Now I'm going to be upset. And whole time, it's not even your fault. You're the one who asked. I had a choice to say yes or no. So it's like, you figure out what you want to commit to and what you don't.
What I think what you said is so golden is you said it, but it kind of like went past. You talked about it builds up resentment. I think if you surround yourself, it create a culture within your friends where it's just understood. Like, all right, hey y'all, I can't make it this time. And it's like, all right, cool, no pressure. But I think people pleasing comes from the fear of rejection. And so because I don't want to feel rejected, I don't want to feel left out or that FOMO, I'm going to overcommit. And now I'm burning myself out because I'm always showing up for y'all. But now in the back of my head, I'm tired. I don't want to show up. So now I have weird energy towards y'all. But if we create a culture where it's just like we all, again, go-getters, right? Like we all doing business. Like if we going to link up, if somebody can't make it, it's like, all right, cool, handle your business. But when there's like that passive aggressive energy, it can make it real awkward for people.
Bruh, that reminds me of like Jada BC, like before Christ.
Yeah.
And I remember I really had fooled myself into thinking like, I used to say, oh my gosh, I am just too nice. I am too nice. But really, okay, my friends would always ask me like, oh, Jada, can you do this? Can you do this? And I never, ever would do things for them from a place of love or because I wanted to. I would just, but in my mind, I said, oh, I'm just too nice. I'm just always doing stuff for people. But really, you are complaining the whole time and you don't want to do stuff for nobody. Like, so are you really nice? You know, but it built that resentment because I used to get mad at like, why are they always asking me to do stuff for them? Why are they asking me to take them places? Like, you know, and it would, but I guess my thing is, it was never a time though that I just wanted to even do anything for them, you know? So it's just like, how can you even say, oh, I'm just too nice? Like, but yeah, I definitely had and still have a boundary problem. I feel like I'm like a
yeah,
5,
what would you rate
honestly.
yourself?
Yeah, like I feel like I'm a 5. Like I think it could be situational. I feel like last year, that whole year, I was tested with boundaries and I failed every time. And like when it came to like my dad, friends, the relationships, business, every type of way. I feel like I failed for the most part, but there were like every now and then there will be situations where it's like, okay, I can set this boundary and stand firm on that. But what I learned about myself was I have to feel like right now where I'm at is I have to feel comfortable enough to set a boundary. So with Yanni and Trey, I'm comfortable enough to tell them no, like, and feel like not feel bad, you know? But I still have other people where it's like, and they may notice about me like, oh, if I ask Jada, she's going to say yeah, you know? And so that's like kind of where I'm at with boundaries.
I was gonna ask y'all. I was like listening to y'all. Y'all was talking about like overcommitting and stuff. Do y'all know how to say no? Like, is that a struggle or is that something y'all know how to do?
I'm not gonna lie. I learned the feeling of what it feels like when I say yes and I'm comfortable in saying yes, and what it feels like when I say no. So when I feel that unease of like, I really don't want to do this, then I'll just say, is there somebody else that you could ask? Like, I'll ask questions. You know, if people ask me with that whole thing of they'll come to me because they know I'm gonna say yes. Now I start saying, I was saying, oh, I got something to do for my business, or I'll just be honest. I want to rest. I don't want to go out and do this. If I'm already in the crib and you're asking me to come out to do an hour drive out of nowhere, I'll just say, nah, I don't want to do it. Or do you know somebody else that can do it? Because that's what I realized. The people, they come to you because they know that you'll commit to it just out of guilt or out of, they feel as though, oh, if I go to him, he'll say yes. So I just realized like people will come to you because they know if they go to somebody else, they'll have that standard, they'll have that boundary. So yeah, I've learned over time how to say no.
Yeah, I personally feel like I know how to say no. I don't like how the person responds when I say no. Like, I don't mind saying no. But then there's, like you were saying, that shift that happens after you say no, or like how Yanni was saying, like when you set the boundary, the person is like thrown off as if you owe them something. And I've come to be okay with that feeling, but I still don't like it. Like, it still is like, I know I'm fit to say no to this person and now everything's about to shift kind of thing.
Do you ever get in a moment where you say, where basically like everything is about to shift and you have that thought, you be like, I'm gonna just say yes because I don't feel like dealing with the thought of, or dealing with the circumstances of me saying no, and now I know there's gonna be passive aggression the next time I meet up with this person, or I know that it's gonna be, you know, a problem, or somebody's gonna want to address like, oh, you said no to me because you didn't want to do it. Like a lot of times I'll give in to saying yes because like I don't feel like dealing with what comes with it.
I don't think I surround myself with people that react that way. Like, that's a red flag. If you feel like you can't say no, and there be tension, that's somebody you should not be around because they don't respect what you say. Like, I have an example. It was this one time me and Shakoya were gonna go out on a Saturday and we were gonna go out and plan and stuff like that, and it was raining, right? And she knows I don't really like to go out when it's like raining.
That's why I didn't say
it's like my mood just be off. Like, I like to stay in the house when it be raining. And then later on that day I texted her, I was like, oh, like, you didn't find a spot? She was like, girl, she was basically saying like, girl, I already knew you did not want to go out. But like, I was glad she wasn't like, you know, oh, like, you didn't come out even though we had planned to do this all week and woo-de-woo. Like, she didn't throw stuff. She didn't do none of that. It was like an understanding. So I feel like surrounding yourself around people who will understand you when you say no, like, bro, we're all human. There's going to be moments where we're all going to be in the moment and say yes, and stuff is going to come up. But if you're surrounded around people that are going to be mad at you standing on your boundary, that's a bad friend.
I had to learn that. I'm not going to sit here and say, I had to learn that.
It's a lesson for real.
It's a lesson for real. Like, it hurts, but it's definitely a lesson.
And again, I'm so glad you said that. You got to surround yourself with people that know you as a person. Because what I realized, people will pull on you and pull on you and pull on you till they can't no more. I was severely burnt out, like back in October. It got so bad, I didn't even want to get out of the bed because I was doing so much for everybody else. And it was like, there was nobody there to pour back into me. Like, I mean, work was crazy. I'm doing everything at the church. And when I was at my lowest, and this ain't a knock on nobody, but it was like nobody was there. And again, not that nobody was trying to be weird towards me, but I realized nobody was there to like pour into me as I showed up for everybody else. And so when I went through that season, I was like, I'm a servant. So I'm going to naturally want to help. I'm going to naturally want to show up. But if it's at the cost of like my peace, like I'm just huge on that this season. It's like I can't do it. Or if it's gonna cause more harm than good, like I just. And so you got to surround yourself with those people that you can, like my church. No, look, you found somebody else that can. You know what I'm saying? Because I could do everything, but I've been in that season where I'm the jack of all trades, the master of none. So I'm like, I'm gonna master exactly where I need to be. And there are other people, because as long as you're showing up to do everything, nobody else can get their hands in.
Yeah, exactly. That's the lesson right there. Like the lesson that comes with that is. So what I had to tell myself when I learned this lesson was when no one was showing up, I was in a season of like not understanding, because I'm like, I go above and beyond for everybody. Like I give them 150 period. And then I'm at 75 and nobody can give me 5. Yeah. But then I learned that when you give someone 150, they didn't ask for that 50. You are only supposed to give 100. Yeah. So now I'm resenting them for something that they possibly can't even do. Because who said that they have 100 to give? Who said they have the 5 that I'm looking for? So now it went from, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room, right? Because you're supposed to be around like-minded people for that reason right there. Yeah. So now I'm in a room where I'm the only one who can give 150, and half the people I'm in the room with are at 75. Yeah. So when I need a 5, they can't even spare that 5 because they trying to get to 100 themselves. And it's like, that was a big lesson for me, because it allowed me to not have that resentment when it would happen in the future with other people. And I would just be like, oh, okay, cool. They probably at 80% right now. That's fine. Yeah. That's cool. And now if I do give 150, I'm giving 150 because I want to. But because I wanted to bring this up when Jada was talking about this, I just learned this, like literally within the last week, that I had a thing where I would do something for someone. I would genuinely go above and beyond from my heart. But now I want them to see that I went above and beyond. Oh yeah. And it throws it off, because now I'm like, dang, you're not gonna mention that I went above and beyond for you. You're not gonna say nothing. Yeah. You don't see me right here. You don't see me right here. And then it made me think, like, is it from the heart? Like, I'll do it from the heart naturally, impulsively. Like, oh, I want to do this for you. But then after I do it, I'm like, but you're not gonna say nothing? Right. You're not gonna say thank you? And so then it made it like, am I doing it from the heart? Like, I had to really sit and digest that and that's why I love that we're doing boundaries, because that's another part of boundaries that I just learned. Yeah. Like, think before I do it. I want to do it because I love helping, but if I'm going to be wanting something in return after I do it, if I need validation, don't do it. That's it. Only do it if you don't need the validation, because if you need the validation, now you're putting that person in a sticky spot with y'all relationship. Because now you're going, they don't appreciate me. And that could not be the case. They didn't ask you to do that. So now you're getting upset that they're not appreciating something they didn't even ask for. But so it's sticky.
That kind of makes me think about an issue I've had before is when, say I try and set a boundary with someone and then they express that, like, they may express without directly saying it, that's a problem. Like, I say, oh, I have this boundary, and they don't care. Like, they cross that boundary. And I'm just like, well, I'm like, okay, well, it's nothing I could do. Or that's how I would feel. Yeah. And so then say something happens and the shoe is reversed. And not saying I intentionally crossed their boundary, but say it's like I asked them to do something for me, but that's a boundary for them. They're immediately like, nope, I'm not doing it. And so I've had situations where you were okay with crossing my boundaries, but then when the role was like reversed and I need something from you, you're immediately like, no, well, I could cross your boundaries, but you can't cross mine. Yeah. And that's just like really crazy to me. But my question for y'all are, what are like a few like mandatory boundaries that you feel like you have to set?
All right, so I'll start off. Small stuff, right? Small stuff. Like, I don't do social media from 10 p.m. to 10 a.m., right? That's just, Like anybody that knows me, here it is.
Okay.
When I go to the gym, I got 2 phones, right? Shout out Kevin Gates. But I literally got 2 phones. Right? Like for real. Like one is like strictly business. And when I go to the gym, that's the phone I bring with me. That is a way of me setting a boundary, because the time that I need to pour into myself, I don't want nobody pulling from me. Now, if it's, speaking opportunity, we can talk turkey. But like this ain't the time to just, because people are going to pull on you constantly. So for me, I had to be intentional to carve out that time and leave my actual phone at home. Like I'm like, if it's an emergency, I'm not married, I have no kids. So I shouldn't be nobody's first call in the first place. Let's just keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying?
That part.
Yeah, let's keep it a buck. So that's the first thing I do. And then for me, like I don't know, I'm not a confrontational person, but I'm just surrounding myself with people that understand where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying? So I have no problem if I got to do something with y'all. Like me and Trey, we go boxing. But if we can't do it one week, or like if we overload it, bro, I can't make it. All right, cool. Like it's
there's
no
like thought of like, there's like a sense of like relief. My fault.
yeah.
I was like, there's like a sense of like relief when we're able to just say it, because I know for me, like with old friends, I would be like, dang, I can't cancel on them because I know it's going to be some passive aggression once I say no. And then also what you said about like confrontation, I just realized that confrontation does not equal communication. And like, you have to communicate, and that doesn't mean that you're being confrontational. That just means that you're over communicating and making it clear what the standard is in this current circumstance. And it's not avoiding the thing or avoiding a conversation that needs to be had. It's addressing it right there and then and there, so that way everybody is clear about what's going on.
Because 9 times out of 10, the conflict that you worried about, it don't even be that bad.
Right.
So if I was on some trying to people please, trying to show up every day for Trey, I wouldn't even be able to show up as my best self on Saturdays because I'm tired in my body, versus being like, hey bro, I can't eat. Oh, cool. And because we had that conversation and we want the best for each other, it's like an understanding versus like, I'm huge on like no passive aggressive. So I communicate in this season. Like I said, I got my boundaries on when people can reach me, stuff like that. And then voice notes. That's something else I do because I don't really text. So I'm quick to send a voice note to save my mental bandwidth. For
as long as it's under 30 seconds. It's like,
I don't need to be sending a podcast.
This man sent me a 56-second voice note, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it out. He must be driving. Then he did it again. And I was like, this is thing.
I do it again.
Now that's real though. What about y'all?
You can go first.
Okay.
And kind of quiet.
So, all right. Before we move on, I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all what's going on. So we was playing spades the other day, right?
Oh my God.
And I'm gonna finish the story. We're gonna get into it, right? So we was playing spades the other day. Me and Jalen was playing against Yanni and her. And
her is crazy.
Yeah, you're her right now.
Wow.
And we was beating them. It was like we was up like 10 games, and then they was finally getting some books. And then I just so happened to lose a card. And then it was the end, and everybody had one card, and I ain't have one. And so she was saying I was cheap, but I really wasn't. It just happened like that. And it literally happened to you the other day. We watched it at the table. So that
my man said enough is enough.
Exactly. Like, we not finna sit here and do this. Can we just like do the episode and leave it at that?
13 reasons.
I barely even said anything. You just
barely
went off.
You been at my throat since the day you accused me of cheating.
We discussed to not do this on camera. See,
I'm
this
not
is a
gonna lie,
boundary
y'all.
for
It
me.
really came from
I'm
me
glad
first,
this came
yo.
up because this is a boundary for me.
First. No, you
This
a
is a
boundary.
boundary.
They're not
What's
going to invite us back.
what's happening before the record?
Say
but-
one
time. They're not going to invite us back. This was real. They're not going to invite us back.
It's like y'all won't be coming back for sure.
We've blown our chance.
Shakur and Tyreek,
I
never
barely
again.
did anything.
Listen,
This is
y'all
not on
just
me.
heard
This
her.
is on
You was
top.
just coming from my throat.
And this is the passive aggression we're talking about.
Yes.
I personally,
Thank you.
I personally don't know how to play spades, so I don't got nothing to say.
Shout out to that.
So I guess I'll go
That I
first.
didn't use.
There are two things that are a boundary for me. And I'm actually glad this happened. That was a great example. I am not a fan of passive aggressiveness, and I'm not a fan of the public knowing what's in private. Right? I'm like really, I'm talking about really big on that. Like, I am a Matthew 18 girly for sure. Like, I want to pull you to the side. Let's discuss this. Let's have this be a one-on-one, instead of arguing in the public in front of people. We had, we had dinner and you getting mad and throwing down your toast because, it's just like, I'm really big. I was thinking Papados. You know how they be having a little
Toast is crazy.
like Olive Garden. You know what I'm saying? Like, but those two, and passive aggressive is a big boundary for me because I am what's another word for confrontational that doesn't sound so aggressive?
Confrontational.
Because I don't want to say confrontational because it might come off aggressive, but I like to nip things in the bud. Yeah, I'm very upfront. Yeah. Like, I like to discuss this. You feel a type of way? Let's talk about it. Let's get it out the way now. Like, I'm one of those people in a relationship. We are not going to bed angry at each other. Let's talk about this. If this is, please, like,
I gotta work on that.
I gotta work on that too, bro.
I'll lay with my head turned the other way.
That's a huge thing for me. Like, really, really big. So those two things are like boundaries that I've set in relationships and friendships. Yeah, for sure. So
that's good.
Hey y'all, what's up? I know you're enjoying the episode, but real quick, we wanted to take a second to talk to y'all.
Hey, pull out your phones right now and text the word GPCREW to the number down below. Let's get it.
Go do that right now. You're gonna get updates about new drops, events, and so much more.
And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Now let me get back behind the camera. Let's get it.
The one thing I like, or I feel as though, I was gonna say real quick though. I was gonna say with friendships and stuff, I feel as though when the older you get, it's not necessary for an argument because it's like I feel as though if you're arguing, you're not really hearing each other. So that's what I think. I just feel as though that can be avoided when you just address things up front.
Yeah, amen.
You wasn't hearing me.
Okay, I apologize. Next time.
Bro, shout out to Bro Painz.
I appreciate that.
Of course.
Okay, so a couple of things, right, with me. So loyalty is really important. I think it's like when it comes to relationships, right?
We talking relationships.
We not talking about relationships?
No, you good.
Okay, my bad. Okay. Yeah, loyalty is important, right? If you, like, you know what I'm saying? If we in a relationship and you over here doing other stuff, that ain't gonna work.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Other stuff like what?
Other stuff with other dudes.
Get into it.
Layers. Like, for instance, I'm gonna let you finish because you're not done.
Okay. Like, so, I mean, it depends. Like, I don't want you, like, going over another dude's house and y'all doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you,
going over a dude's house as friends.
Nah.
No.
This how one girl.
Please, let's not get into that.
Yeah, because let me tell you. Okay, so it was this one girl, right? And she claimed, because we was together. This is my first college girlfriend, right? So she had like this babysitting job, and it was this guy, and she was going over to babysit his little brother and sister, right? I was like, oh, okay, cool. So then I started hearing some things. And then I met the mom, and the mom was talking to me about some stuff. I was like, they doing something at that house. Man. And so she had left her Apple Watch on my desk.
Ooh.
And I seen all these like notifications going crazy. And I looked, and I was like,
can't wait to see you again tonight.
I was like, daddy this, daddy that. I was like, oh, yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, she... Exactly. So yeah,
I'm sorry.
Loyalty.
You just gotta watch stuff and certain signs and stuff like that. But then another thing, when it comes to friendships or just anything in general, talking about me behind my back, that's a big thing.
That's a part of loyalty, honestly.
Yeah, because like if you have something to say, just tell me. Like, let's just have a conversation about it. Why is you going over to such and such telling about what I did that you didn't like when you can just come to me directly and we can just hash it out right here and stuff like that. So that annoys me. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
Exactly. Especially when it's not none of their business.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'll say one of mine would be if you know that I have things to do, like that I'm unavailable. And I like say you ask for something and I truly am unable to do something for you. I would say for you to you I got okay, you asked me to do something. I got distracted. You asked me to do something and I'm really not available to do it for you. And then when I say no, I guess that's the thing. Like if I say no to something and then you're still like trying to push that, that's with friends, relationships, anything. That's something I don't like. Not
That's a red
respecting.
flag.
They're being persistent.
Yeah, like not respecting my no. That's a really big thing for me. And then also I would say my okay, so I have like some people that I'm still cool with. They know like I don't smoke no more. I'll go and have some drinks, but like I don't be like getting drunk and stuff like that. So people
I didn't
what you making that face for? But people who I'm cool with and they'll like try and like be like, oh, like you should smoke, da-da-da. And it's like, no, like, you know, I don't smoke no more. Or like, oh, like you need to get drunk or da-da-da-da. It's like, you know, that's not what I be on. Like, I like to get a little wine when I'm having my dinner or something, you know, but don't be trying to get me.
Glass.
Yeah, it's like, why are you trying to get me drunk? And so stuff like that, it's like if you know I don't do certain things, like, okay, we know Yanni is not going to want to go to a shoot 'em up bang bang.
Constantly.
Like, yeah, exactly. She's not going to want to be around no hood rat stuff. And so, us, like, if we were for real trying to get her to go somewhere like that, that's like, I feel like that's a form of like disrespect because it's just like, if you know I don't do something, like, as my friend, why are you trying to like get me to do that thing? Like, I shouldn't even have to tell you no to that. You shouldn't even be asking me. So those are some things that's like important to me.
It's like you really don't like people that intentionally push a boundary. Like it's intentional. Like you have some people who push a boundary and they probably don't realize it. And then you have some people that are like, nah, you setting a boundary and I don't like it. So I'm going to try to get you to break your own boundary. So it's intentional, which is a form of manipulation.
Yes.
Nah, for sure.
It's given very much like narcissism.
I feel as though I'm still learning all of my boundaries with different people, like knowing like, oh, this is just strictly like a friendship. This is strictly just business. This is strictly like family, you know? But I know one of my boundaries amongst everybody is knowing that I need my space. I like my alone time. So I don't always like to be in everybody's face 24/7. Sometimes I just want to chill, be by myself and just like have that time, but don't keep asking me or trying to be in my face. Cause now you're going to get a different side. I may be quiet and annoyed and you may be like, what's wrong? And I may be like, I want you out of my face. Like, in all honesty, it's not even in a rude way, but I just genuinely like that time where it's like, all right, let me reevaluate my life. Let me, you know, sometimes just sit down and watch a movie, different things like that. And another thing, I'm an introvert, but I'm an extrovert as well. Extrovert. I'm an extrovert as well. And with being an introvert, sometimes I have those moments where like, if it's a big friend group, it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's almost as if sometimes I'll just sit like in a corner and, you know, like if somebody be like, oh, let's all take a picture or say like, oh, let's all play this game. Sometimes I'll just sit and I notice that Yanni, she does it often. Like she'll be like, oh, Trey, come on. Like she includes you into the whatever it is that you're doing. And I don't know if you caught on like, that's how I am, but you just always do that. You'll be like, oh, like, come on, like do it with everybody else. Yeah. So that's like two things, boundaries that I know for sure that I just like understand that I like my alone time and also understand that sometimes I don't think I'm too good, but I just be very introverted sometimes.
I be like that sometimes too.
Extreme.
Like, and that's something, this is kind of funny, but like, y'all know I got my thing of like not really liking to talk on the phone sometimes. And so like,
Sometimes, you mean all the time.
Sometimes. I called her one time to vent. She was like, yeah, you know, I really think you should take it to the Lord.
No, right. That's how you know when you're
talking about that. And I was like, yeah, it's cool.
Like, all right, I don't know what my problems about.
On some real though, I needed to hear that, but you did do that. But I didn't know that she didn't like talking on the phone. So it was kind of like a respectful dismiss. Like I was like,
Yanni, she'd be like, okay, are you done?
Okay, let's get my point out.
Okay, go ahead, go. Let you live.
I was gonna say, I feel like I just want to bring that up because I feel like y'all don't get mad. Like if I be like, 5 minutes and I'm like, okay, see y'all later. Y'all be like, here she go. And y'all let me go. Same for my family. But I feel like a boundary I have that I like people respect is like my morals. So especially me being a strong person in my faith and kind of like everything you were saying, somebody that's going to respect my no. Like if we're in the car and I'm asking you to change the song, let's change the song. Like this is something that's tempting me or this is something that I'm trying to stray away from. Like respect it. And if you're the type of person where it's like, oh, here she go, like trying to make me feel odd, that's a sign I don't need to hang around you because you don't respect who I am now. And that's something I had to learn, especially changing from who I used to be, because who I am now is not who I used to be. And it used to be people where it's like, oh, like, let's just do this, bro. Like, let's just go smoke. It's literally the same thing. And literally, I don't talk to any of those people no more. So yeah, somebody that's gonna respect my morals, respect like when I say this makes me feel uncomfortable or I don't want to go here or I don't want to talk about this, you know? So yeah.
For sure.
That's good. And I wanted to touch on the introvert extrovert. It's so crazy, Trey. I relate with you but I'm an extremist.
Yeah.
So what that means is I'm an introvert extrovert. I tell people I need at least 3 days out the week to myself. Right. Y'all can have the rest because when I introvert. I don't want to even talk sometimes.
Right.
But when I extrovert,
I'm like out there.
Extroverted. Like everybody finna catch this energy. You get energy. You get energy. You having a bad day. You get energy.
Yeah.
But when I introvert, I have to really recharge. So I really feel you on that.
And definitely really everybody just understanding that. And that's why I said like even in big groups, like not taking it as like, oh, he being weird. Let's just exclude him. You know, just having that grace or being like, all right, you come on with us. Like, I'm not trying to be weird or anything. It's just like, sometimes I have my moments where I'm just like, all right, let me back up or let me get out the way. But it's like, no, like people like I said, like Jada and Yanni, they both do it. They just be like, nah, come on. Like, do it with all of us, you know?
Right. Okay, I got a question for y'all real quick. Because we're like running out of time. I want to ask y'all, how is the spectrum between y'all relationships between your male friends and your female friends? Is it different? Is it the same? Like, how do y'all feel about that?
Yeah, your boundaries with female relationships versus your male relationships.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna go first.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
I really don't talk to a lot of people nowadays anyway. So everybody that and I'm not in the season where I'm like looking to date anybody. And so because of that, all of my girlfriends, friends of the girls, they're like sisters. And I know that's kind of cliche, but like literally, like Ree can tell you, like I was on, like one of my sisters called me and she was like, I just had a traumatic experience. And I was like, you ran into an ex or something? And we was laughing because she almost got put over. But like, that's the friendship. You know what I'm saying? We understand like this ain't that. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we're not doing that. And same, you know, with my guy friends, I look at building brotherhoods in this season. So like everybody that I talk to, everybody that I'm connected with, Tyreek, Trey, Solomon, like they're like brothers to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not just doing like superficial stuff. So my boundaries, and it took me a while to get there, especially because they say, you know, men and women can't be platonic friends. And I used to be like that in high school where I'd be like, I'd be your friend at first. And then, you know, like over time, but I'm in a place now, again, because I'm so focused on what I want, it's not a problem.
I feel that.
Okay. So I would say when it comes to females, right? Okay. So
the fact that he said females.
Friendships.
Friendship. I'm not even gonna hold you. Okay, so I think like a lot of the female friends that I have now, I do think they attractive. Not even gonna lie. So
that's no problem.
Can I say this?
Problem.
Yeah.
I had a male friend tell me that men will not be friends with a woman that they don't think is attractive, even if it's still just friendship. And I wonder, that cap? Because he just said it, and I'm like,
I say most of them, but like, I mean, they may not necessarily be attractive to me, but I still got friends that's like that I don't think is attractive.
Oh, okay, okay, cool. That's what I said was a dude.
But I say most of them. I mean, they cute.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But and I would say like sometimes
what?
So
yeah, I call everybody ugly. It's what I think.
So
not like you ugly for real, but like
we know what you mean.
It
was just
We got you.
Okay.
But like what I mean by that is sometimes like if I see a female, right, and I think she's cute, my first intentions are gonna be, to start a conversation and get to know her a little bit, so we can eventually build something better. And if it doesn't work out, and if she eventually becomes a friend, then that's fine. But if she's like, I'm gonna tell you, it was at one point, it was like this real drop dead gorgeous girl. And I'm like, dang, like why she gotta be a friend, yo? And like my friends was even like, yo, that's your friend. Why is she your friend? Like she needs to be like something more than that. And I was just like, well, just didn't work out like that. And as far as like the bros and stuff, I mean, the bros is the bros. And I would say recently, I'm glad that I feel like I'm in a really great place. I've developed some really good relationships, and literally like from this group that we got.
Yeah.
I was like, like I'll say one got like me and Jalen, right? Y'all can like me and Jalen, like sometimes on Sundays we go to the pool hall and we shoot pool. Like he's become a really good like best friend and stuff like that. So I feel like being around y'all is just it's just a breath of fresh air, honestly.
Yeah. Amen.
I love y'all. Yeah.
Okay, so I will say that before I came to Christ, there was a lesson that I had to learn, and it was a very valuable lesson because I am an outgoing person and I don't discriminate, right? I treat the janitor how I treat the principal. Amen, right? The issue with that, with having male friends, is that I didn't realize the male language until a male friend that was married told it to me. And what he said was, you tell guys that you meet and you're friends with, you tell them, oh, we're just friends, I don't like you, right? But then you spend time with them. And men speak in action. They don't speak in words. Women speak in words, which is why men can tell women a lie. And they'd be like, oh, he said he loved me, I'm going to give him some. And then it's like, no, he said that because he understands that you take these words valuable, right? Yeah, so as someone who was outgoing, I would tell a guy, I don't like you, but then he'll invite me somewhere, take me out to eat, take me to the mall, take me on a shopping spree. And I'm like, wee. And then 6 months later, he's like, oh, can we be together? And I'm like, did you not understand me 6 months ago when I said I didn't like you? And
did you lead him on though?
Well, that is a form of leading him on. Giving him time is lead, because time is valuable. So the more time I would spend with my guy friends, that is leading them on. So after that happened, my guy friends that I have are all married. And now when I hang with them, it's me, them, and the wife.
I'm so glad you said that. Okay.
Yeah.
So wait, it's just three of y'all? So you a third wheel?
I mean, you can look at it like that. I mean, you can't look at it like that, but I don't mind because our friendship and relationship it's really platonic. So I don't mind being a third wheel to a husband and a wife. Because for one, I want to be a wife. So if anything, hanging around marriage will show me marriage. And one of my married friends, he used to say, single women keep women single. He used to always say that to me. And so now when I hang with them, because it really shifted my perspective. Like, and so now when I hang with them as married couples, I'm like, okay, take note, okay, do this. Okay, cool. Because when I get my husband, you know how happy he's gonna be to see that I was already a wife before I was his wife. You feel what I'm saying? So, right? Finds a good thing.
Favor.
No, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that really shifted my perspective, and then coming to Christ just upped it more, because now the Bible's showing you how to be a real woman, period. So so I will say again, I agree with you, this friend group is like chef's kiss, you know what I'm saying? And I love how we're all aspiring to be something. So the focus, it's like our business right now is our significant other. So there is no this person like this person, it's none
Everybody
of that.
Everybody in the friend group single?
Yes.
Yeah.
One of y'all shack up.
Hey, listen, I'm trying. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm doing my best. I would say I recently got out of one, but I'm trying
Real quick.
So what you said, I definitely think that's good to like get around people that are married. I may need to start getting around Zell and Kai more.
Yeah, no, seriously.
For sure. So that way, that's good. And you don't have people pulling out your cookie jar and trying to touch on the cookie.
I was gonna say, like, I understand what you're saying.
I'm just saying, because based on what you said, like, it's not really like third wheeling. It's more so like, all right, this is just like a friendship. Like it's platonic. It's nothing else. And that's how like the three of us are.
Yeah, it's like being what you want to be before you be it. Is believing it first. So if I'm already in the environment, that means mine is gonna come eventually.
I feel that.
I was gonna say y'all made some good points, but at the same time, I can say for me, like, I don't know, because it was at one point I was a third wheel to like these people that I knew, and I just felt so uncomfortable. I'm like, dang, like, where my girl at? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. If they,
I ain't gonna lie, for me, I can't, like, people my age, I can't, that's third wheeling to me. However, I got mentors that are married. So I will watch how the husband treats his wife and I'll take notes from there. But like, I wouldn't go to like a Braves game with like a married couple and I'm just, then they on kiss cam and I'm sitting there like,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying?
And see, that's the thing. Me and him were friends before, and honestly, all three of my male friends, I was friends with them before they got married. So I can honestly say I could always shift my perspective and say the wife is the third wheel because it used to be me and him, but there's a respect there. So no, but I'm saying,
I know what you're saying. And I know you, like, that's a very pure statement what you said, but knowing social media, they can take that and try to spin it out.
but I'm not saying I think that. I'm saying for the comfortability purpose, like how you were saying, oh, that would make me feel, and I'm like, you could shift the perspective if that makes you feel that way, but I don't see it that. I'd prefer to be like, I'm the third wheel because this should be your best friend first. Yeah. This is your woman, like, and I want her to feel comfortable knowing that we are nothing but friends, that she has to be here at all times. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm not saying that's how I think. Absolutely not. But I'm saying if you needed a comfortability mindset when you hang with someone married, you could think like that. Yeah. It's all about perspective. Perspective is powerful. So yeah.
I would say for me, I'll touch on it real quick and then y'all can say y'all's because it's a lot y'all said that kind of goes into what we wanted to talk about too. But for me, I have new boundaries for guy friendships. I think growing up, it was different back home. My guy friends, they were all like brothers. They could come over to the house. We could hang out. Never had an issue with them disrespecting me, trying to touch me, trying to do nothing, like ever making me uncomfortable. We could be on the phone all night. It's nothing. We not flirting with each other. Yeah. These my brothers, for real, for real. I think with like maybe guy friends, some guy friends I made in Atlanta, I realized, oh, you can't do that. So I learned, oh, I cannot give my address to every guy that I've become friends with. Yes. So that's like a boundary now. I think Trey and I have one other guy friend. Those are the only two guys that I've like given my address. And it's just like, yeah, you don't need to know where I stay. And I'll say for girlfriends that I've made like recently, I'm not so quick to share all my business anymore. And so I'll say that's like a boundary that I have. It's like just trying to see. I think I got PTSD from like female relationships, which is why I'm like grateful for Yanni. Like that's my sis for real. But I have like PTSD from previous female relationships. So I have that boundary with them. Like, okay, don't just let everything out. Like tell them all your business. It's like, okay, I could let you in a little bit, see how that goes, and then I'll let you in a little bit more. So that's like, I guess my difference in boundaries. It's like with guys and girls, like keeping a emotion. Well, that sounds weird. I was about to say keeping the emotional or
barrier.
Yeah, emotional barrier with like women. And a physical barrier with guys.
That's good. That's a bar.
So yeah,
that's good.
That's.
I feel like I feel the same exact way. And I used to be the type of person where it's like, I'm not gonna lie, I used to be that girl where it's like, I can have guy friends, like it don't matter. But now I'm realizing like, no, 9 times out of 10, your guy friends are going to have something in the back of their mind that's saying, one day this girl is gonna be my girl. And just due to stuff like happening, literally experiences where I'm like back-to-back experiences too with guy friends I had that taught me like, okay, you have to be more conscious on guy friends, like not, you know what I'm saying, talking on the phone or texting a lot. Cause in my mind, I'm already like a friendly person. So like I don't mind talking. I'm being like genuinely talking to you like, bro, but not even knowing you on this whole other timing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's huh?
That's not leading him on.
No, because
no.
no. Listen. Because for me, that's not like. It's not like I'm doing it intentionally. I feel like that's just y'all like the Lulu mind just saying like.
No, listen. Go ahead.
I got to give it to you because, and you said it. You told your friends like, look, I don't like you like that. But as men, we don't like that. I don't think men are naturally delusional, but we have our moments.
Thank you.
But I'm saying, so like, if a girl tell you up front, listen, this ain't that, but we gonna plot and be like, nah, we just wait for the moment that
Right.
You're
like,
still thinking this is that.
So
and
that's
it's
on
not.
you. You know what I'm saying? Not you, but whoever watches.
You must be
'Cause
one
they've
of those
already
guys.
explained it.
You're the this is that guy, aren't you?
No, I ain't say all that. All I'm just saying is I just think that a lot of women lead men on, and that's a problem.
They do that
and like
as
y'all, and sometimes y'all don't be saying it up front. Like if you tell me up front, okay, I'm good.
bro.
But if you don't tell me up front, and this is just going on, and we're talking every night, and we're texting and going places and stuff. Yes, I'm gonna have intentions. Okay. Yes, I'm gonna think
But
there's a future.
that's what I touched on earlier. When you say leading on, we are unintentionally doing it because the women have to learn that men talk with action. Not every woman knows that. When by the time my friend told me
Right.
that, all of the times that I let a guy on made sense to me. And it was my responsibility from then on out not to ever do it again. But when I would tell a man, because I'm thinking he's going to take my words at face value when I say, I don't like you. And then 6 months later,
do you say it like that, or do you be like nice?
Yes.
So
But you
I
gotta be that clear because people like you who be like, oh, she would be on.
People like me. What that mean?
hey, bro, you did it to yourself. You did it
Nah,
to
because
yourself.
listen,
big time.
like Yanni, she was dealing with a problem, and we're not gonna get into it, but she was dealing with a problem with just like guys and thinking like, oh, I'm generally just going to do exactly what we're doing. If we shooting content, I'm just going with this guy to shoot content. Where I'm telling her, like, in the back of their mind, they thinking of like, oh, we're gonna shoot content, then I'm gonna ask her, oh, I don't got nobody to drop me off. Now that's some more time to spend with her. Now I'm like trying to be conniving and find a way to really get around her and be in her space and like catch her in a vulnerable moment. And that's something I was explaining to her. Like, not every guy has the intent of like, oh, this is just a friendship. Like most guys, they looking at it like, I'm waiting for that one opportunity. I'm waiting for that one moment when things get like when we in a vulnerable moment. And now it's like, it's raining and all of a sudden I'm gonna give you my coat. Like, you know, stuff like that. Like you just gotta pay attention as a woman and just set those like boundaries.
Yeah, I have to.
It takes a learning experience for sure.
Yeah.
Because off the bat, you're not like you said, you have to learn. Guys speak with action. Women, they speak with words. So me, I'm like, okay, I already told you I don't like you like that.
Yeah.
But I'm still like talking to you, but I realized, okay, if I'm telling you I don't like you like that, that means I need to stop hanging out with you one-on-one. We need to go out in group settings. I need to stop after a certain time. I'm not texting you. You have to wait until the morning. Like my actions have to show that. So that's something I'm learning.
Nah, for
And
sure.
I will say, I didn't get to talk about the woman aspect. And I'm like, let me throw this in here. This season is me learning women relationships again. I lost my best friend of 13 years. And I like straight up just started hanging with guys after that because she she passed away. And she was, amen, thank y'all. She was an amazing person. And it was hard after her passing to have women friends because she was a real one. You know, they say the good ones go first. And so it was like I got tired and I just started hanging with guys. But in that moment of hanging with guys, I lost my womanhood. And I was just like really like with the bros because it's easier. And then I realized if it's one place in your life that you're doing, it's probably in multiple areas. So I'm chasing easy. And this season, with having women friends, I'm relearning what that feels like. Like even being friends with Yanni, I'm relearning how to communicate as a woman to another woman and not being so blunt like the guys are. I'm relearning, you know, how to feel about certain things as a woman. I'm relearning, you know, I could learn from the not sharing business. I'm not used to having women friends. So I get with Yanni and I'm like, blah, 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 and then I'll be like, you okay? Yeah. Because I'm so excited to be able to talk about women things, you know what I'm saying? But that is something that I definitely can learn. And, you know, I have a trust issue with women, and that's just me being vulnerable because women, you know, I pick up gems everywhere I go. And let me tell you something I learned about women. The reason why it hurts so much for women and for men, why a woman hurts you, the reason why it hurts so much is because she knew what she was doing. When a man hurts you, it's usually because he's being ignorant or naive or, you know, doing the whole man thing, you know. But when a woman hurts you, she knows what she's doing. And so it hurts deeper. It hurts more. And so I've had women scar me, like the whole PTSD thing. But what the Lord has shown me is don't let what happened in the world stop you from beautiful things in Christ.
That's real.
Because sisterhood and Christ is very, very different. You know what I'm saying?
for sure.
It's very, very different. So I did want to throw that in there.
Nah, for sure. Definitely, I feel as though male or female, that brotherhood and like sisterhood is needed.
It's needed.
Going to boxing with Stephon was like a moment. Like I'm like, yo, this bring me back so much memories from when I was in boxing. Like I really feel like I'm about to knock somebody's head off. You know, like
I'm a man.
like, you know, like, and then having those moments where you could be like vulnerable. Like I could be vulnerable around like Jada or Yanni. And not that I did cry around them recently.
That's his birthday.
That's what's up.
Yeah, on my birthday, they made me cry in a Honda. I was like, yeah, I could have made me cry in a
Honda is crazy. What you got against Hondas, bro?
It's nothing against Hondas because I drive one, but it's like, y'all could have rented out something. It's like,
Not I wanted to cry in a Benz.
that's literally
If
where
I'm
we
gonna
was at.
feel Bonita, I want to go all the way.
Not for real. And so one of the questions that I had was, how far is too far with your significant other complimenting the opposite sex of like your friends and stuff? Like,
we took a
you look good in that dress, girl. Like, what if your man was doing
baby, that? Let me tell you how far is too far. It's the intention. If you are complimenting someone's physical attribute, we have an issue, in my opinion, because they ain't got nothing to do with that. The Lord gave them that. So if you got beautiful eyes, we got a problem. That's a little too.
Why are you looking at their eyes?
You know, that's a little too far. They didn't pick their eyes. You know what I'm saying? But if you go, I really like your outfit, I will accept that because they took out their time to put that outfit together and you're complimenting the mindset behind the outfit.
But what if that outfit is a little too, yeah.
They got their cheeks all out.
It's extra tight.
Welcome to Atlanta.
Well, I still have to stand by my word. He complimented the outfit. How you're wearing it is still, you know, because I'm a very fun kind of gal. So I feel like my husband, we're gonna be like best friends, right? So if he goes, I like this dress you got with your shoes, I'm not gonna go, he must be looking at her butt.
What if the compliments are like on and on? It's like, dang, you look good.
Oh,
in
so you
yellow.
didn't say nothing.
You look good in red.
That's unnecessary.
I like that red lipstick
There's
you got
complimenting and then there's unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? Unnecessary means you're flirting.
I stay away from, if I'm in a relationship, I kind of stay away from complimenting people. Even when you were saying that, I heard in my head, like, if you're gonna compliment somebody, do it as if you somebody's grandparent. Like, oh, you look good, baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's you know what I'm saying? It's innocent. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, okay. But like, it ain't nothing behind it. You know, grandma like, oh, you handsome. You know what I'm saying? Like, like stuff like that. Yeah. All right, but yeah, some people
like go on with your bad self.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, some people, it's the intention. Like, I don't need you dropping heart eyes under nobody's photos.
Oh,
like,
baby.
I ain't even gonna cap. I really don't even want you commenting on nobody's photos. I could live with it, but like, it got to be like real platonic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got some growing to do in that area. But yeah,
I do think that is, and I'm only saying this as somebody who is like that. That comes with mature, like spiritual maturity. Like that comes with, it's about your level of trust and love with your partner. Because when you get to a certain place, it hit different. I met this one lady, she was talking about kids, her husband, her kids. And I was like, you're not afraid of him cheating? Because I used to have a fear of that. And I was like, you're not afraid of him cheating? And she was like, baby, when you get married, that's the last thing you worry about. And I remember looking at her going, what? That should be the first thing. But now, the older I'm getting, I'm like, yeah, by the time my husband get here, baby, cheating gonna be the last thing, especially in Christ. Because you got to have a heart for God. So I think that comes with healing in that area. Because a person complimenting under a photo, you just got to know your partner and the attention. Like if he coming under let's use Yanni. Because me and Yanni are closer, right? So if he said, yo, Yanni, I really like this shirt drop you did.
That's easy.
That's easy, but to someone who's hurt and not healed, they would be like, oh, he must be talking to my best friend. He must like her. Why you commenting on the Yanni stuff all the time? Every post she got, you commenting. You get what I'm saying? So I think it is a form of like, what's the root of why that will bother you?
And I was going to ask something similar too, as far as like, how would y'all even feel about your partner complimenting like your friends, like even without you knowing, as far as like, like DMing them, just saying like, oh, okay, I see you. You look good.
It depends
Like
on how
that
they
second
say
part.
it.
You didn't have to like okay, I see you. That's
The
cool. I ain't
words
tripping. But like, you
is
look good.
important.
What we doing?
I didn't like the
you
DM
look
part.
good.
What you got a DM for? What you hiding?
Yeah.
That's like texting.
Yeah, I feel like that's intimate.
Yeah, that's intimate to me.
Yeah.
But you could just write that under a photo. My bad.
Oh, no, you good. What?
Then respond to the story. That's not a DM.
That is responding to the
does go
story.
to
If you,
like, you can
like
put
when
some
you respond to
fireballs
my
or something.
story, come to my DM.
But you can put
But
like,
you can see that it's being responded to a story. You said DM like a straight up. Let me go
okay.
into
I
the
get what you
messages.
mean. Yeah.
Story you can see it's attached to the story in the DMs.
Okay.
I think for me, it's a sensitive topic because again, I done been played before. But I need healing, bro. Especially when she said girls know what they're doing, bro. That hurt me in my heart.
They do.
And so I'm like, that's why I'm in a season where I'm like, let me focus on myself. But when God brings my wife into my life, I want to really make sure I know her because I need to be at a point where I'm healed enough where we're not having issues over the small stuff. Like my dad can comment under, he won't. But if it's somebody, like something small like that, my mom not tripping because she know him. But so I think sometimes we're rushing stuff and because we got our heads in the clouds with relationships that we are not taking the time to focus on the small stuff that need to be discussed. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's something I got to grow on, but
I'm gonna give you. I'm so sorry because I know you want to say this, but this is the word from the Lord.
Talk to me.
He's not going to bring her until you heal.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's why I say I'm not. I'm not in the season
she's
for
going
that.
to be healthy. He created her for you.
Yep.
So she's already going to be healthy. So when you ready, really ready, face that, bro, because he gonna give you the revelation, and you gonna have an amazing wife.
But I feel like we are never fully 100% healed. I feel like life is a journey, so we're constantly going through new seasons of healing. Like I remember when I first thought, like after I got saved, it was like, oh God, like free me from things like jealousy and like learning how to forgive. And I was like, oh, I'm good now. I done fought all my demons. And then the next season, God was like, no, we got about 50 things left.
Yeah.
Like, so it showed me like you're still always healing though.
But healing enough for the relationship.
Okay, yes.
Because you guys still have to grow together as well. So you have to be healed enough for the relationship.
And that's what I
Like,
mean.
you
And I
know,
also believe that unless somebody gives you a reason to question their character or the things that they're doing, there's no reason to be insecure. Of course, everybody, you may have a little bit of jealousy with, your person. You see them over here with somebody else. It's like, what are you doing over there? But unless they give you a reason to question their character, unless they give you a reason to question, why is my lady doing this? Why is my man doing this? Such and such. It's like, there's no reason to question it because they haven't gave you a reason to be curious about what it is, the decisions that they're making, who they're talking to and being around, or if secrets are being kept.
Hold on. I'm going to be the bigger person here, you guys. Tariq has something to say.
Yes.
Oh,
It was the excitement.
he said,
He's
y'all
just
keep
like,
talking.
and I'm just like, yo, my bad, bro. I did so.
Yeah, you good.
No, y'all good. No, what I was gonna say is my advice to men: just stop complimenting women if you're in a relationship. It's the easiest way because I'm gonna tell you, I seen this in public, live and in person, yo. I was at a cake shop, and the cashier has some really nice nails, but the wife, she just had regular nails, right? And so the husband was like,
Wow, I experienced this before.
bro, yeah.
Go ahead.
And the husband was like, wow, like I really like your nails, right? And then when they got in the car, it was like, oh, so you don't like my nails? What's wrong with my nails? Like, do I need to go get my nails done? And it's like,
It's like upgrade your nail set.
I think about this all the time. That happened to me.
And so it's just like, as men, we just have to just watch what we say and just watch what we compliment, and stuff like that.
But see, I got a rebuttal to that. If he would have complimented his wife nails first, that wouldn't have been an issue.
True.
Don't ignore my nails and compliment her. That's what the real root of that was. Because when I was in that situation, I like to mat out my nails. She had shiny. So he was like, oh, I like that shine. You see her nails got the shine. I like that. And I just remember looking at him like, have you lost your mind? Yeah. Right? So then she left and I was like, don't ever do that again.
See,
because go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I can relate. I had something similar happen with nachos. I remember I had some friends over and my boyfriend was there. And this is
how do we go from nails to nachos?
I had some friends over and my boyfriend was there. And I used to make nachos how my mama made nachos. And so then I was sewing. So my friend, she made the nachos this time. And then my boyfriend is eating the nachos. And he's going to say in front of everybody, oh, you need to get her recipe. You need to make nachos like her. And I was thinking, I know you did it.
Step your nachos up for the crumble.
Now that's OD. I'm not gonna lie.
You're not ready, Trey.
Why are you saying
Trey hasn't learned. He just gave you the advice.
He
just gave you the advice, bro. You need to take
Like,
it.
he could have told me in private. Like, he could have said, oh, her nachos was good. Can you see what the recipe was? Why you got to say that in front of everybody? Just making it seem like I got bad nachos.
But I'm not gonna lie. What you just said, bro, that literally just gave me, like, I ain't gonna lie. You just opened my mind up to something different. Because I'm like, bruh, if I could tell the lady her nails look nice, but then your girl mad because her nails not done. So now I'm thinking, going forward, I'm never going to compliment somebody else. But what I will do is if I notice somebody, like something is nice, and y'all tell me if this is wrong or not, but if I notice like, oh, her hair looks nice or her nails look nice, without saying it, I'm just going to make sure my girl is situated. So like, if, you know what I'm saying, looking at her, it's like, okay, her nails is done. Ooh, is hers done? Okay, so now let's just go get hers done.
Or you could go a step further and include your woman in it. Like, dang, babe, look at her hair. Her hair is nice, ain't it, baby? Because then now your woman feels included.
Nah, they're not gonna say that. They're gonna be like, hold on, they're gonna be like, what are we looking at her nails for? Who are we looking at her hair for?
No, but if your girl hair looking terrible, don't do it.
Like, look at his muscles. You need to get her muscles.
This goes back exactly. This goes back to what I said earlier.
Like
you're complimenting something that he had. Look at,
yeah, he did.
Yeah, okay. Well, for what though? For the woman to look at him and go, ooh, look at his muscles. Nobody working on muscles for other men. That ain't how that works. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's a touchy thing. You gotta really, like, in a relationship, when you're in a relationship with someone, like, you have to really be one with your partner. Yeah. Like, for real, to where it's like, okay, time up. Oh, amen. I was like, okay. Like I say, include your woman. Of course, if her hair look jacked up and the other ones, don't say nothing. Just say it in the car.
Just pay to get it done.
Just say it in the car. Just be like, dang, how you feel about her hairstyle? Would you get something like that?
Or don't even bring up hers. Just be like, you should try this
y'all are men, so you're right. Look, y'all get
it. Shoot her cash.
No, okay. That actually reminded me of something. Okay, so what do y'all do? Like, okay, let's say if your significant other got something about them that you may not like or something. Are you gonna tell them? Or are y'all just gonna kind of keep it to yourself? Okay, like let's say, okay, let me not say that.
Like her back is flat.
Hey, watch your mouth.
No, not something they can't like necessarily control. But let's say,
go to the gym.
Oh well, yeah,
a flat back.
But that take a while. What I'm talking about is like, okay, let's say an outfit, for example, right? Okay, let's say you really don't like the way she look in that dress. But she got some other ones that's good upstairs. Like, do you tell her, like, babe, you want to go and change into that blue dress instead of like this yellow one?
Yes. Yeah. And let me tell you why you do that. Because you guys are one and you guys have to be with each other for the rest of your life. And when you are transparent, it can flow. It can actually move forward. So if you hold it in, that's where we were talking earlier with the resentment. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? But when you have a partner, let me tell you what I want. I want my man to be comfortable enough to say, babe, that wig be sliding off when you wear it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that means you love me because you're giving me the truth. Exactly. The Lord never lied. He never sugarcoated. Right. So when someone gives me the truth, I know they love me.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So be honest. Be like, you know what, baby? I really personally don't like that dress. I know you like it, but I don't like it. So can you wear another dress even if we match and I gotta change color? Like, you know what I'm saying? Just be like you being honest in a relationship. Yeah. Honestly, holds that relationship together.
I definitely
it's a
agree.
Safe space.
It's something my dad used to always say is it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So like if there's something that my dude is wearing or something like that and I don't like it, now when we out, I'm just mad. He over here got this ugly jeans on. And I'm just out here mad. I'm gonna say something. And I feel like that's what keeps the relationship healthy, like Shakoy was saying, because I don't want to go through the whole relationship feeling like I can't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because at this point we're one. So
because you don't want to argument and then like stuff start coming out that never was addressed before. Like that's why your wig crunchy, or that's why you got doodle in your underwear. And it's like you didn't say this to me before. Like now it's coming out of nowhere.
And now I don't trust you.
Yeah.
Because now I feel like you let me go out with a crunchy wig, bro. That's wild.
You ain't say nothing.
As women, no, I agree with what y'all saying. But oh my bad. I agree with what y'all saying.
Not Finding Nemo.
She turned into Pac-Man for like 10 seconds.
Pac-Man is crazy.
I agree 100% with what y'all saying, but I'm just bringing up scenarios, right? Okay, but at the same time, sometimes y'all be getting offended though. Y'all be like, wait, my wig what? Oh, you don't like it? You said you liked it the other day or something like y'all be getting offended.
Like,
baby, I get offended when I'm reading the Bible. And the Lord has convicted me. I close that Bible with an attitude so fast. But you know what? I'd rather you tell me now and I sit with this emotion and I overcome it and I know the truth.
Amen. I got a last question, but I'm going to let you finish.
I was just going to say it comes with that maturity though. Knowing the person, right? That's why I said like you don't want to rush that relationship. If you really know that person you with, again, like we know each other. We want the best for each other. I can say something. Now I may not say like something constructive, but like I can express what I'm feeling or whatever without the fear of there's going to be conflict because you know me as a person and know whatever I'm saying is coming from a pure place.
Okay.
Yes, I like that.
So time is moving on, but we got one more question for y'all. Let us know what y'all think. So how do y'all feel about y'all significant other being really close with their ex?
No, man.
Woo, negative. That's a no. Which camera am I looking at? It's a no for all of them, actually. No.
That's just kind of weird to me. You know what I'm saying?
What? For what?
It reminds me of that. This is going to be like heavy spiritual, but it reminds me of that scripture in the Bible where Jesus was talking about like, God, digital. Like if you,
I like that one.
like if you get a demon, cast it out, but you don't have the Holy Spirit. It's like you will allow like 7 more to come back in. Like, bro, close the door. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't understand. Now I get some people be like, but we just friends. Nope. If your spouse is cool with it, cool. But if you're in a relationship and they have expressed, especially if they've been hurt in the past, then you need to have enough respect for your spouse to be like, hey, look, now if there's a problem but you can't cut off your ex, that tells me everything I need to know.
That tells me everything.
And like, so yeah, I'll just leave it there.
Yeah, honestly, when you said that, you know what I thought about? Name a time where the Lord took you into a season and something from the past season had to come with you in the new season. There was never a time.
You don't put new wine in old wine skins.
You feel what I'm saying? New and old don't mix. So if you and your ex are still cool, y'all got that because somebody don't want to let go. That's really what that is. Whether they say it or not, one of the two, and it could not be you, which is why you think it's not a problem. But I see, but even if children are attached, being cool is huge. Being cordial is different.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like co-parenting and cool are two different things. Cool means y'all going with the kids to go eat together. That's not co-parenting, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I have an issue with that because she probably still got some attachment there. And you don't, but you just enjoying that y'all are cool. And the thing, I've been in this situation where the guy, I'm like, you got to tell her y'all not cool. And you know what happened? She lost it. She lost it. And now she upset. Now she holding the child. And I'm like, look what's happening when you cut the cool and you decide to co-parent. That means this whole time her emotions was sitting dormant and she was just settling for having your time. and not trying to cause a rift because she knew you was actually done with her. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about that. That's that on that.
Yeah.
Everyone.
What I was gonna say is like, what's the purpose? What's the point? Why? Why? Like, it's this train. That train done left. Baby, a shiny new one rolling in. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about fault, man.
I'm just saying, like, why are you? That's not even. That's like a normal. But no, for real though, and it's like, and I've been in a situation where this actually was the case where she had an ex, she wanted to talk to him and stuff. Next thing you know, cheating and all of that, and we're not even together no more. So if you want to still like be with, or not be with, but like talk to your ex and stuff, then I have a trust issue with you. That's a trust issue because I can't trust that person, obviously, because they was an ex and they probably still got intentions. Let's be real. If you still talking to your ex, you still got feelings. You haven't let go yet. You still got feelings.
Familiarity.
So, exactly. So it's like, what's the point? Y'all shouldn't be talking. And it's like, if we together, then it's just us. It's nobody else. It's us two. And so I have a really big problem with that. But then it's been females in the past that always bring this up. Oh, I don't think you should tell me who I can and can't talk to. That's irritating.
She ain't the one then because the relationship is together.
Okay, I got a question. So what if, like, say y'all were all friends in a group and say y'all were friends before the relationship started, and then after they broke up,
I'm confused.
Are you saying you guys were in a friend group and then y'all got together and then y'all broke up, but there's still a friend group?
Yeah, like all of y'all were friends, but then those
two are in a relationship.
Yeah, then they broke up. Yeah,
but then the friend group is still.
It's still, yeah.
I'm gonna be bringing my significant other into the friend group.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like there should be, and if I'm not, then me and my significant other are gonna have to have a time to post, baby. Time to post.
What type of alarm?
Hey, relax. I am a book nerd. But yeah, because that goes into, that made me think about the show Friends. That's my favorite show, bro. I love that show. Rachel and Ross. Okay, I don't think y'all watch Friends. Y'all watch Friends? Nobody watch Friends?
That was before Christ.
Let me just go back to Bill's not a science guy. Y'all go ahead. I'm exposing myself. But in Friends, there was the main character. They're all friends and they're a friend group. And Rachel and Ross, throughout all the seasons, why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? Because I watch Friends, bro. That's a good. We should watch it as friends because we actually have a friends group.
Can
like
we watch
Friends.
the black shows? Living, whatever. Living in color, living single, whatever it's called.
You don't even know.
Living single.
There we go. Or the one with Whitney.
Different World. That's my favorite.
There we go.
TV show
Different
of all time.
World. Can we watch the black ones?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
No offense to white people.
I just feel like that. I feel like this took a turn I wasn't ready for. I didn't ask to go down this street. I'm just here.
But I saw you shaking your head, Stephon. You don't agree?
So I put it like this. If you and your like ex just got out of a relationship, like if this is your most recent ex, I'm not really cool with that. But like if it's like I got people I dated back in high school.
Exactly.
I have we in two different places now. But like now granted, we not buddy best friend. But if we have a conversation every now and then, like that's, to me, that's nothing. Now, if the person that I'm with one day tells me she don't like that, cool. I have no problem cutting that off. But when you are with somebody, like me and my ex now, we don't have beef. We cool, right? But we kind of both know we in a season where we may talk every now and then, but like we're not talking every day like we used to. And when you keep that line of open communication like that, it's easy. The temptation is there. And all it takes is for you to be in the wrong place at the right time. And then this is your ex. They know you. So they know what to say, especially if they still want you and you don't try to move on. Like, so like stuff like that, you got to use discernment and be like, this is probably not the best decision.
Yeah, I have to agree. All my exes, except for like two, I'm cool with all my exes, but we're not
All right.
What happened? I just feel like what's going on? Did I miss something?
Trey likes to expose. That's all.
Oh,
But the mic
what's tea?
The mic was over here, so he's not gonna be heard.
What was it?
He trying to expose. We're not even gonna
Who
get
he
into-
exposing?
Y'all,
Anyway.
you missing it? They showtime.
it must
They
be
said
you.
we was gonna close 30 minutes ago.
Oh, but
But-
yeah. So I don't. Yeah.
I feel that. I think I used to think that was okay, but I learned my lesson with that. So I feel like if there's any people that I used to date or be in a relationship with from the past that I may still have an attraction to, not meaning I have feelings for you, but when I see you, I'll be like, you know, like
remember that one time.
yeah, like those people I will cut off and I will not talk to them. But I do have one friend that I used to date, and we are so cool now. Like he be like, when he see me, he be like, "What's up, little nigga?" Like he be calling me like little bro. Like it's cool. Like we so cool, man. Like
Trey.
like that's my friend for real. Like that's really my friend. I'm not attracted to him. I don't look at him like that. Like it's like we really cool. It was so long ago that we dated, like years and years and years ago. So it's like we cool. Like I feel like, should I even tell if I got in a relationship with someone? Should I even tell them? We talked for a couple months.
Yeah,
Like,
you should.
We dated for a couple months.
You
Talked.
should.
Not even dated.
Let me tell you
But-
why. Let me tell you why. And I learned this. You should tell them because I was in a situation where I didn't say anything because I didn't think it was serious.
Yeah.
But the guy we got in the car, because it was the weed man, this BC, it was the weed man. I known Tyrone for years, dog. Like I've known Tyrone for years, right? Knowing that Tyrone, you know, probably like me. You know how it is with the weed man. He think you cute, so he give a little extra.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? You don't say nothing because you're like weed. So I remember getting in the car with my guy at the time, and he said, "Hey, you ever did anything with him or he like you?" And I was like, "Whoa! Like, what made you ask that?" The transaction was so quick and swift. There's no way you couldn't have got anything. We barely spoke.
Dang.
And you know what he said? The way he looked at you. And in that moment, I realized I would always say something. Because when somebody likes you, like when you're in a relationship, they can see the smallest, minute things. We talk with our body first. And when you like somebody, you pay attention to their body when they're around the opposite sex. Your body pays attention before you do. So you might catch something and you be like, do they like each other? And you prefer for them to know already. I used to always tell any dude I was with, don't you ever put me in a room where this woman knows something I don't. And I'm your girl.
That's real.
Don't ever do that to me. So I personally will say, always say something because I've had situations, you know, I had a guy, he owned a bar and I would be like, did you do something with this girl? It's like I knew the woman into it. He'd be like, no. One day I was in the bathroom and she knew I was in that stall and she just started going, oh yeah, you know, she think he like it, but he did this with me and did it. And I came out, you know, apologies, but I did cause a scene. This was BC, right? But it hurt because if you really love me or like me like you say you do, don't put me in the situation where I got the lowest hand. Like, don't do that, you know? So, and I had to learn that vice versa to that guy because now it's like, I just walked you up to another man knowing that this man liked me. And I didn't let you know that he liked me. So for man to man, that's disrespectful because that men, they got a whole nother thing with they pride and they love and protection for women. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like that was disrespectful. And I had to learn in that moment, dang, that's rude that I just gave him the upper hand because I didn't want you to know. Like, you know?
That's a good point.
And it's maturity. Yeah, maturity. That's what it all comes back down to. Like getting to a point when you're mature.
Right.
I was in that situation. So the man-to-man thing, I remember we was leaving from the dorm, right? We was at GSU. I was leaving from the dorm and she was on her way to the train station, right? But she was like, this, my friend is gonna walk me. And so, because I had I think I had something was going on at the time. It was like really urgent or whatever. So, and so we met and then I was looking and I was like, just kind of looking at them, just kind of watching stuff. Okay. So then I called her and I was like, hey, like, what y'all doing? Like, what y'all got going on, right? And she was like, oh, nothing or whatever. And then I looked on his Instagram because I was like, because I only knew his first name. So I went on her Instagram, I looked at the followers, and then I researched his name. I do research. It's the journalist in me. So I did research, I seen his name, and then I see her in his arms and like he holding her like this. And when she got back to the dorm, like, I think I went down and I had her come up in my room because I didn't want to like disturb our roommates or whatever.
I would have been boom, 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 everybody up.
Oh no! And I was like, come up here. But I said it like real nice, like that way she wouldn't know what was up. And so when she got in the room, I sat her down and I literally went on a whole hour rant. Just like fussing. I was like,
she sat there through the whole thing?
Mm-hmm. She sat there.
She had no choice. She was in the wrong.
She was in the wrong. And it's like, my opinion is anything that you did, it all need to come out up front.
Yeah.
It just need to come out. Why are we keeping secrets? We in a relationship. What are we keeping secrets for? We one person.
I have to agree.
So it shouldn't be no secret keeping. None of that stuff. Everybody needs to know everything up front and need to be out on the table.
That's
that way
good.
There's no confusion or nothing like that. Man, you in this alarm.
I'm sorry.
All right. Well,
I didn't get rid of it last time. I just like, you
this
put
episode
it up.
is sponsored by Bill Nye.
Magic
But I do believe this formula will work
laughing at
if
my
you messing with your
alarm, dog.
ex. If you messing with your ex, go and send a text and don't make it perplex. Move on to the next. You feel me?
Come on, bars.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
It's
Drop
not doing
mic.
Painz episode without a
Yeah.
freestyle. You know what I'm saying? It's not, you know what I'm saying? Gotta have it.
All right. Let
got any
him
more
know what it
questions?
is. Let us know.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it, y'all. Y'all
Y'all had some solid answers.
Amen.
Thought out.
No, y'all have some valid answers, bro.
Hey.
Amen.
Yeah.
We behaving ourselves well. Y'all bring good back.
These two with
Right.
the passive aggression.
Right.
We just making good content.
Yeah, that was
Just for the
planned.
show,
Come on.
So
y'all
what about
show
outside
that.
of the cameras when it still happened?
Look, if you book.
Oh, I mean, well, when we get to the space table.
What was it? What was it? Nah, man, because I don't play by my spades, man. Let me tell you something. Right. I be playing right. But I really enjoyed this, and I thank y'all for y'all had some really, really great questions, and honestly, like, thank you, because I have envisioned sitting at a podcast talking about the things we talked about for a long time.
God.
So that was like a little mini dream of mine in my head being played out, and I appreciate y'all for that.
We appreciate y'all for coming out.
Stuff on my chest.
Well, all
We gonna
right.
pray for you. I got my holy oil.
Y'all can
I do. I mean,
y'all can let people know where to find y'all.
Yeah.
All right. Y'all can find me on Instagram at I am Ste'Von Lester. That's STEVON LESTER.
You're gonna stop pulling this mic in front of me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. And don't cheat on a man or woman of God, because God gonna tell us the whole time. So
Yeah, please. Yeah. All right, you guys, you can definitely follow me at Not Harmony, and that's anywhere from Twitter to X, from Instagram, Facebook, whatever. And it's gonna be KNOT, like a knot on your shoe. Don't trip. Not Harmony, HARMONY. Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all tap in with me on Instagram, Tyreek Wynn, iHeartRadio. Also on X, Tyreek Wynn TV. You got, let me see, we got Facebook, Tyreek Wynn, iHeartRadio. Y'all get on Facebook? Y'all not on Facebook?
yeah,
I get on Facebook. Facebook make the most money.
Facebook is a money maker,
Yeah,
yo.
it
Like,
is.
get on Facebook, yo. Like, tap in. And then,
They don't
they hate no, because we making money. We make it.
Jada, please. You've been in this earth for a long time.
Whoa. Sir, watch your mouth.
Okay, I see the question.
Don't do that.
This is escalated very quickly. As the oldest person on this podcast,
Let
I
them
need
know
you
where
to
they can find
relax.
us.
Yes. Make sure y'all follow the podcast at Growing Painz Pod on Instagram and Growing Painz Podcast on TikTok. And make sure y'all are subscribed on YouTube and streaming on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. We be having some little exclusive, drops over there or whatever. And y'all wouldn't know if y'all are not listening. So go do that. And y'all can follow me at Yanni Bradsher and my clothing brand Wise Label.
For sure. And you can follow me at Tre'Vion.
He was waiting for that moment. That was premeditated.
Auntie was waiting. She could not wait for me to speak, bro.
That was crazy.
Hey, timing is everything.
You can follow me at Tre'Vion. You'll see some dope edits on my page, and then you'll see some vlogs, all of that. You can follow my creative agency with all of the best graphics. Royalty made it. Let's get it.
And y'all can follow me at I am Jada Ellis and my clothing brand at JAELL Official. And yeah, that's it for today's episode, y'all.
Oh, wait. What should they comment? Comment down below a word, relationship.
Boundaries.
That part. Comment down below boundaries if you watched the whole thing. And we're going to see y'all in our next episode.
Peace
Bye,
out.
y'all.
Bye.